Bob, can you address the left tackle situation? First is Jarvis Jones. Do you expect him back any? You got Stevenson, who people have talked about being really good, and then Lane Johnson, which is an unusual situation there.
Yeah, Donald, will start, and Lane, though, is really come on, can play left tackle or right, and is a converted defensive end. Well, initially here as a tight end, then moved to defensive end, and then he was starving at 275 pounds. What, about 4% body fat, running 4.5 or 4.6, and decided to let him eat again. And within about 2 weeks, he was 300 pounds and still runs 4.6 or so. He's got really good athletic ability. So it's going to be a good move for him, for Lane. He's really embraced it and is doing well. So he'll play, and we expect him to do well. And Jarvis is doing well. He's been running and training. To say when exactly he'll be back, I can't do that. But I do feel it's fair to say he's a little bit ahead of schedule. I think that would be right in the way he's progressing. And as I was out there yesterday doing drills and moving around, so he's doing real well.
What about Darrell Williams on the other side?
Darrell's done well. He's coming on. He's a young guy that needs to continue to push. There's a lot of upside there, and he, how that is each week. Hopefully he'll continue to get better, but he's done a good job.
Bob, what about Landry a year later, other than the obvious maturity? Are there things he does better? Has he added some things?
Yeah, I don't. We'll you have to get out there and see that, but there's no doubt he's just much more relaxed and comfortable, being a leader. The confidence is there. And and he's a little stronger, a little bigger, which is natural. These guys continue the way they work in the out of season to gain that snap in the arm and that strength, and he is. And so I'm hopeful. Again, that guy's only as good as the guys around him that are helping him. But he has a chance to be a special player.
What do you see out of the other safety? About to talk about Aaron Carver with Javon Harris. How's he done?
Javon's done well. More consistency in everything that he's doing. Has a much stronger and better understanding of what we're asking him to do in his assignments. So he's been very solid in our practices and scrimmages.
Bob, can you talk a little about Tress and how unique it is for a punter to be named a team captain?
Well, Tress has been a great leader off the field, in the locker room, really throughout our team. And the players recognize that and see that, and then they get a chance to see him every day too, hitting the ball, and they really respect what he does. He has a chance to really impact the game if he hits the ball like he's capable of. So he's just been a great leader for us, and he's a great worker. And out of season, he's as good a worker as we have. When you talk about our training, lifting, running, all those type of things, and players respect that.
Coach, how important is it to stop DeMaurice Johnson?
Well, it's he's a huge factor, if he plays. So at the end of the day, he's a guy that's electrifying, with huge, with returns and all. But that's he's a great player.
Bob, when you say what you do about the exposure that All Access provided for you guys, we joke about the Texas network. How important is it for you guys to put a network out of your own, or more exposure for your program in your eyes?
Oh, we'll see. That'd be for, to project what that would do is hard for me right now. My focus is on playing ball, not a network. So that would be more for, I think Joe and President Bourne can answer that better than I would. All I'm thinking about is playing Tulsa, not our network. Truthfully.
If DeMaurice doesn't play, do they have the other receivers behind him that you think are quality that can come out here and keep the
Absolutely. They got a lot of great players. You're not averaging over 500 yards a game and 40-some points a game throughout the whole year without a lot of weapons. So, they'll have other players ready to go, and they always have.
How hard is that for a coach to, especially going right into the season, you've done it, have a star player do something? How heartbreaking is it for you to tell him you're done and sit him on the sideline and then turn right around and change your mentality and go
Well,
find someone else?
it's just part of what you have to do. At the end, it's, if players make decisions and you live with the consequences. And, so sometimes you, more than me or that player, I feel for the other players around them because in all likelihood then their season's affected, so it's, but to me, some of those are pretty cut and dry. You have to, that's part of being in our position, and you do what you have to do for the good of the program is what you try and do.
Guys, Heat,
Any way help to hurt this team get ready?
The Heat, we have been, it hasn't bothered us. We've been good, and I wondered a week ago, school starting and going all week over 100 degrees and out in the worst part of the day, would they fall off? And we didn't. Our guys didn't have heat issues, and our guys practiced well. So that was encouraging.
Coach, talk a little bit about Ryan Broyles and him coming into this season and how he's prepared himself.
Yeah, Ryan's a dynamic player. Everyone knows. Maybe the most competitive receiver I've ever been around. I mean, that guy just makes things happen that you sometimes don't make sense. And but he's been a strong leader. He's really picked up, I think, his work. He's gained strength and some size, and has really worked hard and has become more of a leader. And we needed him to. And players look up to him because of how competitive he is. And I think over this year, he's learned how to be a leader, and it's helping.
When, everything we see Ryan do, we see him do physically. He's a football player, but there was this thing in All Access where he's talking to another receiver. If you do this, the defender's going to do this, and then you can do this. And it just gives the impression that he's seeing a different game maybe than other people see. Does his mind work faster than everybody else's mind? And then
Well, it's fair to say it does. I mean, he's very crafty in his route running and how he gets open and how he makes the plays that he does, and he's very smart that way, is just what you're saying. And he probably tipped his hand or showed some of that, in that he is very wise, smart, crafty in how he plays, and that's how he finds a way to make so many plays, even when people are looking for him.
does he play chess? Do you know?
You'd have to ask him. I'm not sure. We don't have a lot of chess games going on in the locker room.
Has he grown into a much bigger team leader for you?
He has. That's what I was saying. He's really, I think, over the last year, has learned and grown into being a leader and how to be one. And I believe, and it's taken a lot of pride in it, and it's helped us. We really needed it.
You guys were always talking about Corey Nelson back in last spring, how you thought he'd be a good player. Any concern at all going to this first game where now he knows he's a starter, he's going to play? I mean, he's going to play anyway, but now he's the guy, and Travis sitting out there. Any concern at all about the first time for him?
No more so than any other first-time guy going out there, meaning it's going to happen every year. You're going to have some guys that haven't played a lot that are now in those positions. So, but I feel good in that the talent and ability he has, to play well. But you know what I'm saying? We always, wherever you have guys that haven't played as much, you got, you're a little concerned. But hey, that's, from what you've seen, this is the best we've got. This will be good. And so anybody that's in a new position, and every year there's going to be a few, you always have that little bit of concern.
You're wearing number 12 on defense.
Hopefully the guys don't Twitter it yet. I was going to hope to sort of bring that out on Fridays for the guys to decide. And I'll give something to Kenny, and then everyone would know for Saturday, But if someone goes and Twitters it ahead of me, then so be it. Then you'll know. But that's where I was hoping to do. And Travis and Landry have sort of worked that out, how they want to do it. And Travis will pretty much have control of it. And so we've got a good plan. And so, again, I'd like to maybe bring that out Friday.
Will it be a reward type situation for a guy that did well in practice that week?
Not necessarily, but can be.
How much contact have you had with his parents the last 2 years?
Just a little bit. Just, I don't know what's a lot, what's a little, but I mean, we've just had some.
Bob, come
I
tomorrow.
know we're trying to keep their, their season tickets intact and want to, include them. We don't, I guess there isn't a, want to keep including them in whatever family activities they're used to doing around the games.
Bob, come tomorrow, there'll be another statue across the street. Sam's obviously having a great NFL career already, but can you talk about his statue being placed?
Yeah, it'll be great to see another, a fifth Heisman statue out there. Is really pretty remarkable, and just really proud of Sam, the person he is, the way he represents everybody from Oklahoma in the NFL, and the success he's having, and he's one of the more special players you'll ever see. Just in the way he played and the career he had, and the way he handled himself. So we're all proud of him, and be proud to see that, to drive by that trophy or that statue every day coming and going from work.
J.C. Watt's son plays for Tulsa. Does he stand out at all, Trey?
Trey's an excellent running back, very good player, and J.C. of course one of our all-time favorites, and so we're proud to see him playing so well and doing so well, really, and that was unusual. We'll see J.C. down here again with a blue or yellow shirt on, and at least for a couple of days or for a day. But I mean, he'll have it on every week. But obviously, that's different. But we're proud of him, for sure.
Okay.